killers were hiding somewhere to the north.
Somewhere to the north. We're nearly done. So, let's move. How many hours you got on Red Dead Redemption? Shit.
I'm going no further, and I'd advise you to do the same. Bandits took the fort to the north. Was nearly home. Go to Edirne, they said. I'm going no further.
Alright.
Another dead end. How the demons do I get out of here? How do I quit this place for good? Cursed land. Nothing but corpses and ash. Corpses and ash far. Smoke everywhere. Billows of it. Stings your eyes and scratches at your throat. Cursed land.
Alright. Raise morale. What's this? Point of interest. The non-humans, they look like Scoia'tael. I don't know, Scoia'tael or bandits. Let's find out.
The scouts reported the bandits who attacked the village that night now occupied a fort the Edirnians had hastily abandoned during their retreat.
They'll have crossbows, arbalists, ballistae. The bandits are armed to the teeth.
Only 30 hours and near the end.
What's more, according to the local folk, they had a witch among them. In light of these reports, Meve's advisors debated whether it was worth risking a fight with the brigands.
Let's call it as it is.
Gascon said.
The game's not worth the candle.
Game?
Rayla said, struggling to swallow her anger.
They slaughtered an entire village. We cannot let them get away.
Attack.
The stage seemed set for a long debate, when Meve pounded her fist on the table.
I am a queen, for God's sakes. I shall not cower before common rogues, even if the entire conclave of mages stands with them. Reynard, have the men prepare their arms.
Reynard saluted and left the tent. If one had
will
seen
be
him
on
then,
PC.
he would have sworn
When?
the grizzled soldier smiled to himself, beaming with pride in his ruler.
Killing is not a solution to everything. Shorten battle. Bandit stronghold. Next year? Bah. Fuck that, that's far away. I don't even know what I'm dealing with now. It's a shortened battle, so it should be easy. Draw, draw, draw. Draw. We could go like this. 3 draws. Damage. Yeah.
Demavent hasn't a clue what he's doing.
Infantry deserters. If this unit's power drop to 4 or less, move it back to your deck. I can't deal damage to them.
Left, right,
Nice.
left, right.
Okay.
Again and again and again.
We'll draw.
Your Grace, I saw flashes of light inside the fort.
What do? Boost ejected units by 3 when an enemy leader is used. Repeat deploy ability.
This could hurt.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Let's wait. What do? Damage a random enemy by 2. Repeat his ability when an enemy loyal ability is triggered.
Did you hear that? A kind of incantation.
Something's not right. They should be dead with those wounds.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
We must find a gap in the fortifications.
Watch your heads!
Left, right, left, right.
Motherfuckers. Yes.
We'll catch 'em all! Company! Forward march! The chase is on! Ow!
Maximum. Just wait. Some free spots.
Prepare to fight, if you've any honor.
Can't take it anymore.
Bloody hell, they keep healing. Stupid as shit. Shit is crazy. I can only hope I win.
You can try to win them all, but you won't. Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am. Can't take it anymore. You can try to win them all, but you won't.
The fort is ours, Your Grace.
Be right back in a second.
They battled long and hard to take the fort. Meve could have sworn she saw bandits stalking its ramparts. Bandits who moments before had taken a bolt to the head. By all rights, a mortal wound.
What the devil is going on here?
She swore as she took cover behind her shield. The secret was unraveled only after the battle's conclusion. Meve's soldiers dragged before her a grey-haired woman in colored robes. The aura radiating from her left no doubt. They had fought a sorceress. It was her healing spells that enabled the bandits to hold off their attack for so long.
What is your name, sorceress?
No.
Ispel of Tretagor.
I take it you did not keep company with bandits willingly?
Not at all. They kidnapped me and forced me to aid them.
Forced? I do not understand. As a woman fluent in the arcana of magic, you could have freed yourself with little effort.
True, I could have. But I would have had to kill, and I swore never to use my talents to harm another.
Not even in self-defense?
Not even then.
Then you live in truly unfortunate times. War rages all around. You cannot hide from it.
So be it. Then I must entrust myself to the care of the gods.
Or a passing queen.
You stand before Meve, by divine right ruler of Lyria and Rivia. We seek the lord of these lands, Demavend.
Oh, forgive me for not recognizing you, Your Grace. You do not look like a ruler. More like a mercenary.
Nor do you look like a sorceress.
True, milady. Forgive me. I meant no offense.
I accept your apology, and would gladly welcome you into our ranks. Truth be told, a skilled worker of magic would prove most useful to us.
Thank you, my lady. But you must know, an army is no place for me.
Should you wish it not, you needn't fight. We have many civilians among our ranks
who do their part in the slaughter. Indirect guilt is enough.
My soldiers do not slaughter. They fight.
Lofty words. But the result is the same. Piles of corpses.
Well, a bandit I am not. I shall not force you. Reynard, prepare the men to march on.
Of course, but if I may, perhaps Xavier might have a look at the war machines we captured. He may find some parts of use.
Meve followed Reynard's suggestion. Xavier went to work.
Yes, Your Grace.
Gods. What happened to him?
He was in Rosberg when the stronghold fell. Nearly burned alive.
How are you healing him?
The medics recommended regular poultices of dog's tallow, but whether they've any effect...
Of course they've no effect. For such wounds. How he must suffer.
In the day he reveals nothing. But at night one awakes to hear him sob with pain. You see? I need healers.
I shall go with you. But never shall I use magic to take a life. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, you have put it quite plain, and rather bluntly.
Forgive me, Your Grace. It has been long since I played the host. I forget the custom.
Your spells mean more to me than your manners. Welcome to our ranks, Isbel.
Isbel sat in one of their wagons and shut her tired eyes. Her long grey hair seemed to flutter ever so slightly, though there was neither wind nor breeze.
Isbel healer. Card added to the army. We can't even go in. Right. Let's see what can we do though. First of all, what are you? Boost allies at random by total damage taken during this battle. Current boost amount 0. She is expensive. 22. 22, goddammit. She's way too expensive. Alright. Can we build anything? 5,000, 4,000. 2,000 wood. We need bloody wood everywhere.
Mom, it's good you're here. We ought to speak.
Yes?
I've spent time with your troops, dressing their wounds, treating them. They respect you greatly, would follow you into any fire, any flood.
Happy to hear it. They're good folk, one and all.
Yes, precisely. In fact, too good to die in a senseless war.
Not certain I understand.
The Imperial army's enormous. Just how enormous we know, both. Had you all the North's kings at your side, victory would still be unsure. Yet you fight alone. Know well you cannot rely on them.
Agreed. Nilfgaard's far better equipped and greatly outnumbers us. Yet, though try, they cannot be everywhere at once. They've stretched their forces thin, too thin. An error I aim to exploit.
You may be right. I hope you are. The lives of those you lead depend on it. You're proud, persistent, and sure of yourself. Just as I was at your age. It may work in your favor. Only time can tell. Meanwhile, how might I help?
You're no village witch, no healer. That much is clear. But nor do you look like our northern sorceresses.
I use no glamour, true. I've come to feel a body must age, and honestly so, as nature intended, as is the order of things.
You sound much like a druid drivelling on about balance, harmony, the good that is rot.
Rather poor, their reputation, druids. Yet they're in the right in this regard, I believe. Defy nature's laws, and nothing good can come of it.
Is that also why you wear no...
No. I simply like to feel the grass between my toes, the sand or the mud. You must try it sometime.
I shall think on it. Thank you, Isbel. Duty calls.
Of course. Should you need me?
Alright, what's this? Wards, Kingdom and Order. Yeah, we got Scepter of Storms also. Instead of a Manticore trophy, maybe. Damage the lowest enemy unit by 2. Repeat until charges are depleted. Every turn on turn start, increase charge count by 1. On round end, set charges to 0. The Stick of Truth. They could give it a shot instead of Manticore Trophy. Although Manticore is good, it targets enemies on the battlefield. I'll stick with Manticore Trophy. Fuck it. I like it more.
The ruins still smoulder. Nilfgaard Park's not long afore. They must be close.
No doubt they already knock at Aldersberg's gate. We must make haste.
Brave warriors, fled so fast, didn't manage to pack. Beautiful sword. Our army showed well in the parade. But when it came, it's of no real use to me. Take it if you'd like. Left in the fields, it'll go to waste.
Receive what?
Beautiful sword. Not a scratch on it.
This thing can easily be here. No guardians. Let's go, it's a puzzle. Eliminate the spotters before they escape. Oh, shit.
Give me a time. Arbalist at your command.
Can't kill them. What is this shit?
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
One boat's all I need.
They'll escape now. Place a trap up there. I can play one card though. It'll escape before I play a card. Strange.
I'm a monster.
Get the fuck out. They already escaped. Need to start from all the way down in the bottom row.
Give me a time.
And even then, they'll escape.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Ah, no, they won't. Right. They will. I can reset. Should have used him. Arbalest is not important here. Let's see.
One bolt.
How do I make this happen?
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful. Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
I don't have enough time. What if I place this first? Put it on.
Arbalest at your command.
I think this is good now.
I'm a monster.
Don't you worry yourself, your grace. We'll get her done in no time.
Nice. Should be done. Fuck, come on. There's a key down there. Like, come on. Multiplayer. Alright.
Meve shook her head in disbelief as she surveyed the landscape before her. The Nilfgaardians had destroyed everything in their path. Burned farms, trampled fields, leveled orchards.
The bastards.
She hissed.
They mean to cause a famine.
When the Lyrians reached Braithwaite, a small village near Aldersburg, they saw gaunt men and women, more bone than flesh, gnawing on acorns and boot leather. The invaders had requisitioned every scrap of the village's food stores and hauled it off to their nearby camp. In strained voices, the villagers begged the Queen to help them retrieve their supplies.
Milady, Frost'll come before we know it. Felt help us. Why not a soul will live to see the thaw?
Meve looked around at the blackened, scorched village, at the walking skeletons who dwelled in it. The suffocating smoke bellowing up from the fields sent tears streaming down her face.
I'll do what I can,
was all she said. She knew this was not the time for a rousing speech. She needed to act.
Milady, have mercy. We'll waste away and starve. Milady.
It's them. It's definitely them. Let's go.
The Lyrians reached the outer defenses of the camp where the Nilfgaardians had taken Braithwaite's food stores. Rayla delivered her report.
3 heavy infantry regiments, Nazari arbalists,
The warrior said.
and I heard neighing, so they've cavalry as well.
Meve said nothing, working it over in her head. The fate of the starving villagers weighed on her heart. But was it worth risking heavy losses to aid them?
Attack.
The Nilfgaardians keep food in storage and watch it rot while peasants perish from hunger. Will we allow this?
The Queen said, addressing her soldiers. Cried the soldiers.
I didn't think so.
Meve said with a smile as she drew her weapon.
Lyrians, attack!
Sword in battle again. Bow in my deck. Oh shit, what is this? Palisade. Castle Gate is a boss. Every turn on turn start, boosts a random ally by 2, give it 2 armor. Destroy all palisades, boost all enemies in hand, deck, and on the battlefield by 2. Is that that wish? They're strong. I give them that. Order strengthen all allies by 1. 20 cards, 10 here. 30. You have more cards than me. This shit is tough. Come on. Come on, please. What is this shit? No fucking way.
Today our swords shall taste imperial blood. Ah!
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Oh. Must be an important lesson in this.
Yeah.
But what?
Motherfucker, he heals.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
101, 102, 103.
Fuck my luck.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Fuck my luck for real.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
We'll catch 'em all! Ha! To thee, Nigloire!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Shit is bad.
Praise be to the great sun!
Shit the fuck. Commandant.
Left, right, left, right.
Ha!
Again and again and again.
Alba! Prepare to fight if you've any honor. Destillat Seifel!
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Play everything, I got everything.
Yes. Destillat Seifel!
Elherzer! Your Grace, the battle's won. We've secured the storehouses.
Meve managed to rout the Nilfgaardian troops and regain the stolen supplies. However, the Queen's good humor faded soon after the battle. Her soldiers began loudly demanding she not return to the village, but keep the food for her troops.
We've nigh empty bellies too, my lady. And whatever we give them, the black-clad bastards will just steal right back. Better to strengthen our own army than the enemy's.
Great. Keep the food for your army. Return half the supplies, keep the rest. Return all the food to the village. Return half, keep the rest.
Easy it would have been to take offense at the soldier's words, to accuse him of greed. But his words held much merit. Meve's army had no less need for the food than the peasants, and in war-ravaged Edirn there were few chances to replenish their supplies. After a moment's hesitation, the Queen announced her decision.
We shall divide the food. Half we return to the peasants, half we keep for ourselves.
Now I have gold, I don't have wood. I need wood to upgrade.
At first, the peasants were glad to see the soldiers. But their joy quickly turned to anger when they found Meve had decided to return only half the recovered supplies.
And for a queen to stoop so low! So low! Robbing good folk! Starving good folk! Ugh!
Meve refused to argue with the villagers. Yes, justice was on their side. But in times of war, justice counts for little.
A thief who takes half your coin is just as much a thief as one who takes it all. A thief who...
I wouldn't agree, but whatever.
Meve's mount reared and flattened its ears, spooked for no visible cause. Trusting in animal instinct, Meve jumped to the ground and felt tremors under her boots. At first they were faint, barely palpable, then grew stronger and stronger.
What's going on?
Meve cried.
Why does the earth tremble?
Before anyone could respond, a scout from the forward guard let out a terrified cry. A moment later, snap trees crashed down around them, and out of the woods came a 30-foot-tall stone giant.
Gods,
whispered the queen.
What is that?
A golem.
Isbel whispered back.
Favorite servant of Nilfgaardian mages.
As if to confirm his words, soldiers marched out from behind the giant, clad in heavy black plate. Their leader, however, wore but a light tunic, and his hands glowed with a strange blue light.
Dithen Quan and Lyrian!
He shouted, giving the order to attack.
Gloire and Ard Feyin!
What is this? A mage and a golem? Eliminate Albrecht. Golem is 50. Shorten battle again. The Colossus of Nazaire. Shit, summon smalls with you. Spawn 2 lesser golems on deploy, and that's about it, eh?
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
What do you want
Get
of
the
me?
fuck out when I see a medic drone.
I smell a leak.
Utter your wish.
Adad!
Mom, break the mage's spell, and the golem's power will wane to naught.
Kill him fast.
Yeah, yeah!
I need to throw everything I have against him. Ah, shit. Fight golem.
Left, right, left, right.
The mage! Kill the mage!
You don't say.
We'll catch them all!
Again and again and again.
The chase is on!
Come on. No fucking way. Alright, Trevor.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Ow! Company! Forward march!
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Useless. Bloody useless.
Your Grace, it worked!
Raising her shield against the whistling rain of arrows, Meve fought her way towards the Nilfgaardian mage leading the attack. At close quarters, magic arcana would stand no chance against a well-swung blade. Meve roared, delivering a powerful blow. Her blade severed the mage's aorta, and drowning in his own blood, he fell to the ground. He choked out by way of last words. Then the blue aura coming from his hands flickered out, and the stone giant thundered to the ground in pieces. When the dust of the battle had settled, the Queen ordered her men to search the Nilfgaardian camp. In the mage's tent, they found a rare instrument used to communicate at a distance, a megascope. The crystals encrusted in its brass frame were still warm, meaning it had recently been used to conduct a conversation. The burning question was, with whom?
Isbel!
Yelled the Queen. The mage dutifully came closer.
This device. Could you activate it?
Yes, Your Grace. But are you sure?
I am. Get to work.
Isbel nodded, then began calibrating the magic device. Finally, something clicked. A light flickered on, and before Meve's eyes appeared the outline of a Nilfgaardian general.
Speak common, please. I know not your tongue.
Oh, forgive me. I thought I spoke to someone else. Good to see you in good health, Queen. Or ex-Queen, I suppose, would be the more apt title.
Instead of fretting so much over my title, Give yours.
Of course. Where are my manners? Duke Adel Ebdahi, Grand Chancellor, Commander of Army Group East. I believe you've heard of me.
No.
No. This is the first time I hear the name Ardal. Ardal what?
I see you've a poor mind for names. Perhaps you should ask your son. He knows me very well.
You whoreson.
Oh, what was I thinking? You're not on good terms, are you? Such a sad story. But don't worry, it'll soon be over.
Is that a threat?
No. A simple prediction. Enough of this. Why use this megascope? What is it you want?
I wanted to see the man who's butchering Edirn. The man responsible for the deaths of thousands of women, elders and children.
Then your desire has been satisfied. It was I who gave the order to cleanse this land of unwanted elements, to prepare it for settlement.
Unwanted elements? Those are living folk you speak of.
If you were to look at this war in historical perspective, considering the wider geopolitical context, forget it. It's impossible for you to grasp. Farewell, Your Majesty. Or rather, till next time. For there will be a next time, I assure you.
A quiet fell over the tent. The Queen stepped outside, squinted her eyes against the glare of the burning fields, and swore to herself that when she did see Grand Chancellor Adel Ebdahi again, he would be a whole head shorter.
Alzur's Thunder. It's Alzur's Thunder. Let's see. Got 6 fucking thousand. Can we build anything? 1,000 wood. Rivian Pikeman, Rivian Sapper. Damage unit by 2 if it was destroyed, repeat the ability. You want charge to the card on the right. Slinger. Bomber. 2,000. Alchemist Forager. I want this. 2,500 wood. Ain't building anything yet. What's the new card? What is this? Damage by 10 and it is ejected by 5. It's a trinket? Give me that. I'm building anything yet. Once we got 2,500 wood, I'll do it. Not yet. Are we close to the end? Well, kinda close.
All destroyed. As if nobody lifted a finger against the Nilfgaardians.
King surely ordered all his armies to return to Aldersburg. Took cover behind its walls.
I do not wish to dismay, but after what we saw at Rossburg...
Enough doomsaying, Gascon.
We're due. Guardians. Regular battle. Standard battle. Well, let's see. much like this.
There must be an important lesson in this. But what?
We'll catch them all!
Off to the front yet again.
Another guess of footman.
Again and again and again.
101, 102, 103.
The chase is on!
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Just gonna draw. Hey, come on.
Left, right, left, right.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Yeah, yeah!
The best. I'm completely fine like this. Although I won't have draw. Ah, shit, I didn't decoy. Hey, dog remains. He's gonna eat now. It can be actually good now. Choose a card to redraw. Now medics are good. Lumber is good. Nice shit.
Again and again and again.
I'm going to do this.
Yes.
Okay, I got 2 bombers. Fuck. Catch! Bomb this, then we bomb that.
You'll never take me alive!
Draw. Dog shit it soon. So can we draw? You're good. Xavier. Can reset him. And her.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Ah, shit, more blitz. Throw something else then.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
Get heavy on this now.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Need to place another bomber. Damn, they need time to play.
cat's out!
You all allies immune. Remove immune from all allies. Whatever.
I smell a leak.
Ah! Yeah!
God's blast it! My breastplate chafes.
Wait.
Yeah!
God!
Current boost amount is 13. I should wait more. Could use Morana. Should all die now.
A highly curious case.
Come on.
Egreto dum anime est, spes est.
Medics.
It's not too late to walk away.
Oh, she doesn't die. Please don't die. Now we fucking go. I can't lose it. There is no fucking way. It's below straight. All fine, straight. All fine. It's important.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Clear this next.
Coming across a small brook, Meve ordered her soldiers to replenish their water supplies. When they returned, it was with empty water skins and troubled expressions.
Milady, the water tastes of blood. Not like black pudding, mind, but rancid, filthy.
Meve had no choice but to march on. She gulped dryly and wondered how to interpret this strange event. An omen, perhaps? A warning from the gods? She soon learned the truth. Following the brook upstream, the Lyrians arrived at a small pool. Bobbing on its surface were dozens of corpses. A young woman caught Meve's gaze, her long hair spread delicately atop the water, wide-open eyes reflecting the sky, a fine nose peppered with freckles, and a gaping wound slashed across her throat.
We shall stop here,
The Queen said calmly.
and give these souls a proper burial. Reynard, send scouts. Tell them they are not to return until they ascertain what has happened here.
When the scouts returned a while later, they brought with them a barefooted peasant they'd found hiding in the woods. They claimed he hailed from Horton, a nearby village, the village whose inhabitants had been murdered.
Them black-clad wretches stormed the village, milady. The devil Frigave at the fore. Rounded us right up, took us down to the lake. Whole village, mind. They'd chop, chop, and splosh, splosh. 'Twas I alone gave him the slip.
Meve listened to the man's tale, then placed him in the care of her medics and ordered the Lyrians to break camp. She rode at the head of their column, Reynard at her side, her knuckles gripped white on the reins.
Do we know where this Frigef is stationed?
Our riders report he's pitched camp to the east.
Then let's pay him a call.
They killed all. Like Rosberg. My lady, please. Make them pay.
Milka, Bezrad, Kristan, all killed. Souls snuffed up. Could have run for help, I know. But I was afeard. Afeard the black-clads had catch wind of me. Here... What now? Well, me lady, buried our valuables for the black-clads came. In the wood, near a big boulder. Got a bit of charcoal? I can sketch the way for you.
Can't wait. Scouts found a fresh grave not far from the village. It's invading Guardian. Take everything of value, destroy the rest. Bloody Nilfgaardian grave back here. Trial and error. Yeah, basically it's like that. Trial and error. Regular battles are not that hard. You can complete them quite easily. Puzzles are cool, but you need to make mistakes in order to complete them, you know. What I like about the game the most is the art style, the story, everything is voice acted, and it's got great music. That's what I like the most. And then the gameplay, the actual gameplay of the cards.
The Lyrians had no trouble finding Frigef's camp. It was the size of a sprawling town. Meve stopped her caravan and called for a council. The first to speak was Reynard.
Seems our scouts were both right and wrong, Your Grace. They did pinpoint General Frigef, the Butcher of Horton. Unfortunately, they underestimated his detachment. It is much larger and better armed than our own.
What is the game basically? If you played Witcher 1, 2 and 3, the happenings are between Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. So you find out what happened with Lyria, Rivia, how Nilfgaardian opened the war against whom, and so on. Now when you play Witcher 1 and 2 it will make more sense, basically. For those who never read books, this game is a very good prelude if you want to play Witcher 1, 2 and 3. You should start, for example, with this and then play Witcher 1, 2, 3. No bugs, no crashes. It's polished as fuck. It works great. Very low system demanding also, and it works great. Attack.
That changes nothing,
Meve said, forestalling all protest.
If I leave him unpunished, without so much as an attempt, I shall never be able to face my reflection again. We must attack.
Reynard bowed and passed the order to the Lyrians. Later that same day, Meve and Frigef's forces stood face to face on the field of battle.
What was the actual solution for gameplay to be great? You exclude Gwent completely. You make it turn-based, like Divinity Original Sin 2. But simpler. And with level up, you know. And then it would be great. Even though it's casual, it would be great. But when the cards are there, you got a lot of card games in the last 5-6 years. You got Hearthstone, you got Elder Scrolls Legend, you got Gwent from Witcher, you got... what else was there? I don't know, there are like 5-6 card games. There is that thing. though in the game. I also played that one with cards. It's turn-based too. What was the name? God damn it! It's a very cool game too. Roguelike card game. Fuck, I can't remember. There are way too many card games. God damn it! It would be great if it was like Heroes of Might and Magic. Then it would be great. That's turn-based combat. Ally is destroyed, moved to its position.
Come out, frigate! It's time you pay for your crimes!
Fuck. Just fuck. Starts like this, makes me sick.
What do you want?
I get the fuck out, please. Please, you drew a fucking medic and a dog. Yeah, there's also Hand of Fate, I completely forgot. But no! I mean, the game is cool. That's about it.
Come out, frigate!
It's not trying to be something that it
pay
is.
for your crimes!
It's a relaxing game.
Tell me you jest.
Yeah, you jest. You jest, motherfucker, you jest with field medics. Eliminate General. Begin.
This could hurt.
No motherfuckers here. Now we're gonna wait. Drop a card. Then I'll use it.
You are dogs!
There you are.
Frigate! I see him. We've got to catch him.
There you fucking are. Alright. They keep piling up, do they? Let's see you pile up now. You do pile up. Motherfuckers. Alright. Burn. But kill him, it's done. Shit is crazy. Rana. You die, motherfucker. The next one is Lyria Horn. Then it's game over for them. It's gotta be.
The Wholesons.
Do I need it though? Do it like this.
Again.
Hope he doesn't heal. He heals his troops basically. That's all fine. You can shoot, whatever. Reset, fuck.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
That was a waste of time for one like me.
Got him! The rest should surrender afore long.
Easy. This is the hardest difficulty, by the way, and it's
Lyrians
way
won the
easy.
day, despite their foe's distinct advantage.
I already have a review. I just need
Historians
to
later
release the
ascribed Meve's victory to her light troops' superior maneuverability in the difficult terrain compared to the plate-clad Nilfgaardians. But if you ask me, that wasn't it at all. A storm of fury had been quietly gathering in the Lyrians' hearts, A squall of rage stoked by the Nilfgaardians' unparalleled cruelty towards the conquered. And no one embodied this barbarism more perfectly than General Frigga. Meve's men were ready to sacrifice anything to see him punished. They dragged the defeated general before Meve. The Queen wished to learn why he'd ordered the execution of an entire village. How the Nilfgaardians could possibly justify such a crime.
2 weeks prior, I'd sent a detachment to Horton to procure feed. Captain Gaynor commanded it. While he was verifying their grain stores, they barricaded him in the barn and put it to flame.
The Queen listened to the general's story, her face a mask, betraying nothing.
Murdered. One man was murdered.
When I release the video, you'll see. I wrote a review like a week ago. I just need to record it and release it.
Frigga raised his eyes to Meve's. The Queen was surprised to see them wet with tears.
Yes, my lady. My son.
The general's simple words bore pain, grief, and a thirst for revenge that would never be slaked. The Queen had to decide what to do with Frigga. No doubt the general had earned punishment, the harshest possible at that. Yet, such a weighty personage could fetch a hefty ransom, and Meve's army desperately needed the gold.
My father taught me to respect the generals of my enemies. That even in captivity, their arms should not be taken from them. Their guards should greet them in salute.
The Queen said.
But you, Frigga, you are no general. Merely a cutthroat dressed as one. You shall die like the good folk of Horton. Quickly. Summarily.
Frigga received the Queen's decision with sang-froid. He neither struggled nor begged for mercy. He simply laid his head on the trunk. A short moment later, it rolled onto the ground to the Lyrians' deafening applause.
That shit is done. I wanted wood. Just a bit more, we'll have the upgrades. I don't give a fuck what I'll get from you. I've spent 250 hours, played on 3 different difficulties, suffered through 100 hours of loading screens, and I stick till the end. I encountered corrupted saves, crashes, 1 million bugs, bugged out quests, quests that are not appearing. Was roaming around the map like fucking crazy to complete something, you know. And after I finished the game, I had all of those quests finished. The bugged quests, everything. So I don't care what they think about it, to be honest. Maybe I'll release it once I'm done with the stream. I just need to record the video. You know that I don't edit, so it should take me around. Hey, there's a secret here. Holy shit, I knew it. I'm multiplayer. Just fuck off. Like who can even play multiplayer for this game? Hello, hello. What did I say I want? This Lyrian blacksmith human builds for play a trinket from a graveyard and give it to... That's the one I want. There goes my wood. What did I do with all of the gold though? Didn't end up balance this well. You lack wood and stuff. Now I got gold, I don't have wood. Bloody bullshit. There was another secret hidden map, survivor map. Like where the fuck could this be? there is one remaining. I hope I'll find it later on. Hey, there's a puzzle. Let's see what it is. What am I dealing with? General Guardians, destroy all rat tussers and cow carcasses. Not let any cow carcasses explode on your side. Great. This is gonna be tough. Thanks, clown. Thanks. What? Destroy all rat tossers. And cow carcasses. Do not let any cow carcasses explode on your side. Whenever this unit takes damage, move to the other side of the battlefield. This unit is on Meve's side, Meve loses the battle. Every 2 turns and turn stars spawn a cow carcass on the opposite row. Is that so? They need to die first. They need to die immediately. I got 2 turns. Damage a unit by 2 will destroy, repeat this ability.
Ever have a storm?
We need to make mistakes. That's the first thing. They're gonna spawn Caracas here and I can't kill them, so I should have killed them first. 2 Wagoners. Jesus Christ, this puzzle is tough. Yeah, it actually ended with a loading screen here, right? I'm dead.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target. Thing about slings, they hide well.
Shit is fucked up. But it's done, with 1 card remaining.